Hi, church family. My name is Jamison. I'm the worship pastor at the Hodges campus, and I'd love to take some time to tell you a little bit of my story. As many of you know, I grew up here at Chets. I was part of the kids ministry and then the student ministry right from the very beginning. And when I was in middle school, I met a man named Jon Moody. He was my small group leader and continued to be a mentor and close friend throughout middle school and high school and even into early college. He was a man who loved me and invited me into his life and showed me what it meant to follow Jesus. And he did it in a way that I had never experienced before and really have seldom experienced since. He was authentic, he was humble, and I had learned from him what it meant to follow Jesus. And I still try to implement the things that he showed me in my life to this day. When I was in middle school, I began to question. I began to explore. I began to really look at things outside of my church family and my home family, and began to explore what was outside of those realms. And I knew a lot about Jesus. I knew a lot about God, and I knew what to do in church and what I was supposed to look like. But during the week, I was a different person. During the week with my friends, I was making other decisions and really trying to live a different kind of life. And it was in this time period where I went to a camp. I went to a summer camp, and the camp was like many of the ones I had been to before, but God decided to do something different in me that year. Towards the end of camp, we were in session, and I felt God speaking to me. I realized I'd been living a double life and a fake life, and that God had something more for me. So I remember, coming down and speaking to a camp leader and praying with them and really deciding to follow Jesus with my whole life and making him Lord of my life. What I really remember is coming out of that room, out of that space, and seeing just a sea of student leaders and Jon there, and they came and they swarmed me and hugged me and they celebrated with me because they knew me. They knew what was going on in my life, and they had been praying for me. And it was another camp a few years later where I felt God calling me into ministry. And so camp has had a profound and lasting impact on me and my personal life. And about 10 years ago, my friend Jon passed away. And a scholarship fund was set up in his memory called Pink4Jon, because Jon loved Jesus, he loved students, and he loved the color pink. So this year, I would encourage you to give to Pink4Jon. Send some students to camp, because it could change their life forever, just like it changed mine.